This a very important. Family, good morning. Family, good afternoon. Family, good evening. And of course, family, today, na Thursday, December 5, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans. And of course, me, na the people's power with the poor people's media. Family, way, the listen to the people's power. And of course, today I get two guests them na the program. Of course, I know say salon people and sabi then guest there, so they know then guest there. So we can discuss something very, 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 very important. And this purely they talk about democracy, and they talk about the rule of law, and they talk about you, the citizens, the right way you get na your country. So we can discuss them and we can look into concerned citizens. These are Sierra Leoneans. I think then they all sign at the wall. Then we come up with a lot of activities there, but we get professionals then so we will come help we for discuss then things there so when it comes to democracy. Mama.
No wait for sir. I dey set on. Okay. Hey.
Yes, indeed. Ma. Of course, formula that song they will na so na the background, of course, very, very, very. You know, the song is sorry, is sorry. When you listen to the song, it means a lot. You listen to the lyrics and you listen to the message of that particular song. You get a lot of things them for explain. Sometimes you get the voice, but you don't get the power. So to me, I bring come important people today. Why you say you there, buddy?
Yes, sir. People's power. I do with you.
All right, thank you very much. I hope say Mr. Andrew said there with me.
Yes, I did.
All right, thank you very much. I dey come to you, Mr. Andrew. I want for bring what you say quick now the program. Mr. Warise, you see a letter we come out from concern Sierra Leoneans them. That letter they make am clear na the letter see them as Sierra Leoneans them. Them be vote na the elections. Since when they vote na the elections, they not see elections result. Whether na by polling station or by constituency, by ward, by district, by region, they not see a meaning, they not see the disaggregated data, the elections result. Over the years, now so we be done they get to elections them. When we get to elections them, all districts they know what he get, all region they know what he get, all constituency and ward they know what he get at the end of the day. But the June 24 elections, 2023, we not see that one day. So concerned citizens them, they write to the ECSL for make the ECSL publish the disaggregated data, the elections results for last year elections. The same way copy the police them, because this now them get the right for manned internal security in the country. They right to different embassies. They right to high commissioners them. They right to democratic institutions them in the country. For make their institutions there, they know say we don't give the ECSL ultimatum for make them pull out or let them publish the elections results. Wait till we see. In the very first place, Mr. Warisay, you don't dey around democracy for long time. You don't dey around democracy. What did they mean to that letter where the concerned citizen in the right? What did they mean to democracy?
Thank you very much, the people's power. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this privilege where you give me. I'm going to use your platform for continuing for talk about issues in Sierra Leone. But before I go to that answer, the people's power, allow me for talk to the audience and allow me for talk to the international community, especially the United States, especially the United Nations, the European Union, the British High Commission, the Commonwealth, the ECOWAS, and other members of the diplomatic and consular corps in Sierra Leone. I want to use this opportunity, the people's power, to talk to the international community. We have come a long way in building our democracy. We have come a long way in nurturing our democracy. I want to say to them boldly that we cannot, as Sierra Leoneans, sit by and allow a group of people, a few group of people, to destroy that democracy that we have worked so hard to rebuild, to destroy that democracy. We have worked so hard to fix. So we are calling on the international community to join the people of Sierra Leone in ensuring that the activist Thomas Pa Ali Babadi and Mr. Adi, who have been arrested for no good reason, for no crime at all, who have been arrested by the Sierra Leone police that are in custody right now, they must be released immediately. Pa Ali Babadi and Mr. Adi went to the Sierra Leone police on their invitation. That's what I was made to understand. On their invitation to discuss details of their planned protest, to discuss in that meeting as civilized people, to discuss details of these two gentlemen took upon themselves voluntarily to go to the police headquarters. Upon the instruction, this is a reliable information I'm giving the world. This is a reliable information I'm giving to the international community. Upon the instruction of Mada Bio, these two gentlemen were arrested and detained for simply asking for police protection. I think this is gross. I think this is far-reaching, and I think we have to put a stop to this. We have to put a stop to this once and for all. The international community must come out unequivocally to inform Mada Bio that he is illegitimate. We know the U.S. ambassador started telling the world that Mada Bio is illegitimate. However, it is not enough. We need a unified voice. We need a unified voice around the international community, especially the ECOWAS, the AU, the UN, the Commonwealth. They need to come out with unified voice to say that Mada Bio is illegitimate. And we cannot continue with this. We cannot continue in a state where citizens are not free to go about their normal business. Citizens are not free to say what they want to say. Citizens are not free to do what they're supposed to do within the law. And yet we have international community members, or we have people from outside Sierra Leone doing business with Madabio at the same time. That is hypocrisy at the highest level. And I think we need to call this out. We need to call on them that Sierra Leoneans need their democracy back. Why don't say that one day, people's power, I want to come to you and reinforce the same thing and say to the people of Sierra Leone that we are not happy. The people of Sierra Leone, they're not happy. Make I tell you, these people's power, this means say, don't finish or go to your answer. Don't. They feed young people them so much so that an ordinary letter, they prompt them for instruct the Inspector General of Police for arrest citizens. These are the worst who will ever get in our country. These are the worst people's power. And I think, say, it behoves every Sierra Leonean for join concerned Sierra Leoneans, for join them in this call. And I want to let you know, say, based on what me understand, the 12,400 signatures, these are community leaders from the different communities. We get over 2,000-3,000 followers. And then people there, they sign this petition where they ask ECSL. So, from your understanding, not just ordinary citizens, these are community leaders where they control thousands, now them put together the signature. And with or without the police, with or without Thomas Babadi and Mr. Adi, then people are ready for come out. So let the police understand, say, Babadi and Mr. Adi Williams, now represents their voices, they are no more. Not in the planned demonstration, not in the planned protest. They want to do peacefully, for go assemble in ECSL office for ask for them disaggregated data. Babadi not depend the organization, Mr. Adi not depend the organization. What they do now represents them, they represent their voice, they as civil society and as a pressure group. This is well outlined. This is well enshrined in our constitution. It is clear in our constitution that we for allow peaceful assembly of citizens at any time. When the parliaments their voice tire, when the courts their voice tire, when the leadership of the country don't no responsibility for ensure say it stand for the ordinary people. The people that therefore rise up and ask and demand. How do they rise up? In a peaceful manner. It is clearly stated in the letter that they want to assemble peacefully and ask the ECSL to produce disaggregated data. And that arrest is not going to stop, intimidation is not going to stop them. I think the people are determined. Let us stop so far people's power.
Thank you very much, Mr. Warisay. Famulem, I get Mr. Warisay na the program, and I'm also get Mr. Andrew na the program. Mr. Andrew, one for bringing you inside. I see you tweet. You according to which you tweet, you see, every Sierra Leonean has the constitutional right to assembly and protest freely. Then you quote na the 1991 Constitution. You say section 26(1). You make and clear sovereignty belongs to the people, and all government authorities derives from them. Section 5(2). Na you quote na the Constitution section 5(2)(a). You say peaceful protests are lawful. Of course, Mr. Andrew, you say peaceful protest is lawful. We don't see now people way the police invite say now when I don't ask we for make we give una security for una protest. Not to police they approve say whether for protest or not. The police just get for give you security. You just they inform the normal say but I want protest to our security because it clearly then at the Constitution say you get your right, a constitutional right for make you protest. Now the police don't call them the two gentlemen, Eddie Williams and Thomas Babadi. Then they are the hands of the police, Mr. Andrew. And then police and then tell we say anybody who want for protest, let them come forward and let the protest get peace. Now we don't see say the protest get peace. They want them with these are civil society organizations. They then are the voice of the people. And civil society organizations, they serve as an auxiliary. Then always they between the government and the people. So waiting this mean, Mr. Andrew, for me to call them messenger. Then go there for make them go see how best they go able for put things in place with the police for allow the protest for happen on the 10th of this December. Now, then they are police net, then they under custody. Waiting than they mean to with democracy, Mr. Andrew.
Again, the ones for family. Say good morning to Leonians across the world. And thank you very much, People's Power, for the opportunity. As always, and plenty thank you to my brother, Mr. ALHAJIE WARISAY, for keeping to the task. This, what we do, that's selfless effort. And we do with all we had, mind and soul, because today, Salon, they under captivity. Everybody is here. You don't need for be a scientist. You don't need for be anybody else for make you able to unearth the fact say we country they under captivity. And the only way we'll be able to get back Salon to its right footing as it was in the day of the dead government, where Francis Ben Kedfala yesterday arrived to, and I'm sure I remind them of events that we happened 2014, 15, 18, Omar Dabio come and be president. In 2015, I witnessed events them where the current commissioner for the ACC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, Francis Ben Kedfala, just the Constitution gives every citizen the right to freedom of assembly and association, including the right for peacefully assemble without interference. Section 26(1) of the 1991 Constitution. Section freedom of we encompass the right for express dissent to lawful protest. I mean lawful protest. So if in 2015, just for a minute rise in fuel per liter, I think it was 1,500 increments. Imagine from 2007 until 2015. And that one day happened because of the height of the Ebola. The way how Ebola ravaged we country. Salon, at some point, when they be rated as the fastest growing economy during this very Samuel Kama in tenure as bank governor and as finance minister, fixed the economy properly, we were rated as the fastest growing economy in the world. Now that Ebola come entry, Francis and in team within the Renaissance movement knew about this, they're fully aware, say Ebola don't disturb the economy. Yet still, demanding that they want for peacefully assemble and protest. When he writes the letter, nobody no go arrest him, nobody no go arrest her, neither he calm the police, then they detain her. Nobody, I repeat, nobody. If that opportunity was accorded to Francis Ben Kedfala and the Renaissance movement by then, we saw them at Cotton Tree, they assembled and protested against a minute increment on the price of fuel per liter, which was around 1,500 leones, I mean all leones. Imagine from 2007 when the EBK administration take the country until 2015 when we experienced a minute increment on the liter of fuel. From, I think it was sold at 3,500 or 4,500 to 6,000. They protested. They went to country tree and protested. I don't see no police fire tear. No police. So People's Power. Section 5(2)(a) of 21 entry. And all government authority, they derive power to the people. So if now we give them the power, why in the IG fire cell for yield to instruction from Julius Madabio, people like Madi and Mr. Madi Williams, they don't serve as civil this time, advocating for people like me and you people and the mass system. The one they were in Susan Spay, the one they were being Potloko, the one they were being Kailao, the one they were in a team. The advocacy is not limited to just say the why and the Northwest now they advocate for us. We see today stand up for advocate for the masses. They all don't bend. Then they advocate for a color, for political party, for region. We saw Thomas Babadi, I don't with during Ibika time, this week time, then they advocate. Another one, they like what me brother Mr. Mohamed Warisay say. To the face of this protest. The 12,400 signatures them, where they send together with the letters, them when sign their signatures and they on behalf of the various communities. If you walk the mat, 12,400, as Mr. Mohamed Warisay be said just now, we represent about various community level people's power. These are the entire Salon people don't voice them dissatisfaction about the way Mr. Mohamed Kone in 2023. And we all fellow Sierra Leoneans, we don't suffer 11 years bloody civil war. 11 years bloody civil war, not to child's play. We don't go to war been dead during the war, the one that we not been born yet. Na story will not come it. I want we understand, say nobody no one for go back. And I remind again the IG yesterday say Julius Madabio, let me go sit down at AYV. He said rigged election they lead to war, people's power. And in not ever hesitate to let people in common streets and protest and demand for in victory. Also, if Julius Madabio then he made their statements that they, the video that they still there, people's power. It's then the same Julius Madabio, they give orders to police IG for let them detain patriotic citizens who represent the vast majority. People want to come out. How many times we don't write letters? How many times people like Augustine Sori Sengbemara, lawyer Charles Francis Magai, and many other people don't write. When they take the case to court, to the Supreme Court, then trade the case now though. People's power. If you go to section 52B of the Public Elections Act of 2022, it say immediately when you, the Electoral Commissioner, as in Mohamed Kone, you don't announce election results as soon as possible. What if you publish and gazette the election results? They not tell you say do them after 3 years. They not tell you say do them after. They say as soon as possible because that very results day now in the serve as an evidence where you, the citizen will feel dissatisfied with the elections results. When the ECSL announced, if I go challenge the court, let me repeatedly with the remind people, let's say, the decision taken by Dr. Samuel KAMARA, not for going to court, but for boycott governance, for settlement, for system will resolve the rifle being there between since they are Dr. Samuel say, let we sit down and discuss. Let we resolve this conflict because at the end of the day, we therefore can end up discuss this. They sit down, they're going to bring the money and sign a peaceful resolution where say a part of their resolutions that they three say therefore investigate what thing go wrong. And we all don't see what thing come up. Part of the report was submitted to Madabio and intimate to the international community. Good enough minister when they be morning saying they don't come out and allude to the fact say na 84 recommendations them 84 when they remind them say whatever they na that come someone come get a commanding lead of 57.15%. If that is the case, Julius Madabio fully aware as not to win the elections. The reason we make 30 days Mr. Mohamed Kone refused to publish the actual result because they knew and they still know say not to Madabio win the elections. The vast majority of both to portray for the APC, Samuel KAMARA. As if that is the case, today, how people they be treated, would they see a lot of extrajudicial killing, would they see unlawful detention of citizens, would they express their voices them in a very respectful Babadi, KAMARA, and correct. So we continue for call on fellow Sierra Leoneans, both home and the diaspora. We don't for see a repeat of what happened in 1967, where Albert Magai lost the 1967 for accept defeat. We saw what happened. Go back and day. We don't have to go back into days. We're going to remind you of people of 1991 when the war break the salon. Into that one, they will not have to comment on them. We saw how many people will be lost. Over 50 to 60 to 70,000 people, their lives they'll be wasted. And then people will not be people in a society. Somebody they serve at various level. We lost them. Why? Because the war, when a sense it don't write peacefully before then they say protest and not get face. Now in this case, you get face. 12,400 force in the history of that country. The people these are community leaders there. These are the face of the protest. And so Thomas Babadi will just go accompany for go represent them people they are on their behalf for make we go ask for security because the constitution make a very clear. They not tell you say make it go get approval. Now security and 26(1) of the 1991 Constitution, People's Power, and fellow Sierra Leoneans when they listen, and they repeat for say, you don't get no right. IG Fire Selu. For like he continue for yield to Madabio, he orders them. One day Madabio go left power. I want to make reflect on waiting they happen right now in Senegal. Senegal, there was a president back last year when we visit Salon this December, as I talk so, by then Macky Sall been there Salon and the president of Ghana. Then go meet with Madabio. We saw what happened. Today, Macky Sall is nowhere to be seen. It's nowhere to be seen because of the way I've been ruling people. The one that will be they listen to, the one that will be in a court, the one that will be in a police, the one that will be in the military, will be they yield to in command them. See, most of them, they don't want left their country. They don't want left their loved ones. They don't want left every family members. They go out of the country. They will not be able to be found because with an iron hand, no one for go to them days and they back. Julius Madabio no go there in power forever. The Queen when I be monarch in England, he don't die, he left the power. Power not the last. He did there for some time. Talk less you were there on a time mandate. After elections. You know when the elections, the American ambassador don't come out clearly say nobody not get results. I mean they explain this before on this platform. Say what the American ambassador can talk, it just don't come confirm to what will be done they push for. Say Dr. Samuel come and win the election. Because if you like in charge of a class, you for giving results as a class teacher, when subject master they don't submit all regrets them, you refuse for put waiting there for Mr. Warisay for make it come force. You take you go get and do when not for come force. And the people of Mr. Warisay refuse for make them bow to what you do. So what did happen? You not give me results, then you put me at a position where very funny. What did happen? The people let they rise up. And I they happen so peacefully the people let they rise up and demand for waiting due them. Because they woke up very early in the morning at 3 a.m. at 2 a.m. They go cast their votes there. They go cast their vote there because of the way the country the way the country they go, the hardship, I mean, life poverty, the intimidations, the suppressions. When people are able to express their voices at a very decent level. When you talk, then they go hold you, then go jail you, or they go for internet. They do all kind of bad thing. So if that is the case, People's Power, I want to kindly appeal to every Sierra Leonean and say, if they detain Thomas Babadi, in as much as we are not satisfied, we're not okay, we're not happy, but that don't go stop the fact, say, the date, December 10th, today at the 5th, 5 days from now, if Mr. Mohamed Kone refuse, this is not a case between William Julius Madabio or Fayaselu. It is a case between concerned citizens all over the world, and Mohamed Kone will refuse for producing disaggregated results as mandated by Section 52B of the Public Elections Act. If they refuse for doing, then the people they come out and demand for the rights, demand for what's due them. Then they go cast their votes, that they vote if you fail for produce what and vote for the result, then go check back to this, then go check to the streets peacefully and demand for what you give them. So people for now and thank all Sierra Leoneans. And all of the fear say, this way Madam they do, it just a continue for tell una say, now una get the power. Sovereignty belongs to the people, section 52A of the 1991 Constitution. Now una get the power. And because they una get the power, you get all the rights embedded in section 26.1 for go out and demand waiting to you. So 10th of December, if Mr. Mohamed Kone refuse for you to the cry of concern Sierra Leonean, they sent him a letter on the 30th of November. See the letter. In that letter, they say respectfully for make he provide the elections results, not to say in a favor. It is mandatory. The Constitution make it very clear as soon as possible. Yes. And so if he refuse, we they continue for pursue what we face now the right way for do it, because the term where SLP be there in opposition, the late man, the former SLP publicity secretary, Honorable Sam Ebola crisis. Tamba Sam then beget a clue where in the go around speculation say third term or not third term. Tamba Sam not even write to nobody. He get them, but what them print t-shirts, they write say after you Agbago. And who is Laurent Gbagbo? We know the history of Laurent Gbagbo, the former evo. Go to parliament, he protest. He go to state house, front state house gate, he protest. He go na law court, front law court, he protested. They assemble na quantity. Nobody no go there. Nobody. They go AYV. He make a lot of statements them, inciting statements them. Nobody know that. Dr. Ernest Baikoma, the former president, and in government, they look at them say, now part of the constitutional right where every citizen of that country they get. And so, for infringing to their rights, then they. So I'm going to stop here for now, and thank you very much, People's Power, for the time.
Thank you very much, family. That voice to me is now, Mr. Andrew. Warisay, if you do, buddy, I want bring you can because this gets for dudes democracy. In any democratization process and only any other till we get for dudes democracy, the setting of democracy, the good assembly, the setting of democracy, the good a peaceful protest. You na man we don't the advocate for democracy. And you don't be around democracy for quite a long time before now. Mr. Warisay, protest na anything way bad to any country where they practice a multi-party democracy like Salon, where His Excellency, the former president, the late man Joseph Saidu Momo, where he give the 1991 constitution, and make it clearly in that constitution they see. He said the citizens them then get rights for protest because protest they go to democracy and democracy they go to protest. Protest mean the voice of the people. People and they come out and come speak and talk a lot of things that maybe waiting governments not aware, waiting governments don't know about the people and go put on them, placard them. Then the government go aware and say, oh, now this make the people and then come out for protest. Like waiting happened in Kenya, a few months ago. We see the president of Kenya, he come and listen to the Kenyans, them waiting and demand for. So you were on the around democracy for quite a long time, Mr. Warisay. Waiting protest mean to democracy because I know say as far as I concern, this protest is still stand on the 10th. We know say yes on the 10th, Sierra Leoneans them ready for Comor massively, peacefully for make them come peaceful and protest. So, Mr. Warisay, if you do body, waiting protest mean to democracy.
Thank you very much. The relevant provisions of the Constitution, People's Power, he enshrined clearly, say citizens get right for assembly. But you not stop at that. These two gentlemen will represent the 12,400 signature them or petitioners. They no stop at anything but for include the word peaceful. We don't call a protest when a peaceful one, or we don't call an assembly when a peaceful one. They include the word peaceful. So they go assemble peacefully. So what in the police they do, apart from the fact say, then they erode confidence between them and the people, this particular behavior uncivilized. Like me and you, we get something for discourse. We say, okay, let's go see the law talk. The way you go now, you go and man them. That's not gangster system. Maybe you don't discuss gentleman them. We do not action it. We do not action it. You don't take no action it. The way you go now for go see them and talk, you go to go and man them. Go point gun on my head. It's a gangster style of leadership. And what's the matter you fail to understand that he will never win this fight. First, to win election, or they say win election in 2018, the world recognize him. He get 5 years to prove himself. He failed. He failed miserably. This one, he not win him. And as far as the people are concerned, they not give legitimacy, they not give a mandate for like govern them. So this is not a fight he will win. They not dream about that themselves. They not think about that. So for me, I think say for the reducing crime than the continue for increase in crimes. What did they create? Now what is man called cult of personality? Mother beauty creates cult of personality. Makes like I say illegitimate. Creates like I say illegitimate. Appoints ambassadors, appoints ministers against the will of the people, against condemnation of the election. And a cult of personality. He is not legitimate. Dr. Samakama, I don't tell him now one day, he is not legitimate. He did not win the elections. He not get any evidence for proof that he win the election. This is simple. This is just gentlemanly. If you understand, say, when you not get stenting and day, you know they sleep na net. So why you create all of this? Not because you're not legitimate. Why you create this fear, this panic? Not because you're not legitimate. Why make Ben Kafala and whosoever will be the protest freely during the by KAMARA regime or other regimes? What make people be they do them? Because in governments they be legitimate. They be legit. Derive mandate from majority people in the country. But matter be aware fully, say you not get the mandate of even the Southeasterners. Fully, you not get the mandate of even people from the Southeast. So that now in fear where they govern with. And it's dangerous for them to get a leader who not get the mandate of the people for me it continue for perpetuate himself na power. He will not win this fight. That's not a dream. If you think about that, it's a dream. The people them already, the people they resolute for say Madabio is not their president. The president when they elect Dr. Samuel KAMARA a day. Let he organize a peaceful transition. Done and call Dr. Samuel KAMARA and tell us, say, we are sorry for all this waste of time, this 1 plus 6 months, 1 year plus 6 months, who don't waste the people of time, who don't waste the precious time of the people, who don't waste the progress of the country. All the people about small, not to the post where they can for revenge. And the Southeasterners especially, if will be rest assured that if Dr. Samuel KAMARA or when he take power, he not going to do anything we call reprisal. He not going to behave like Madabio. Because this is why Madabio failed. He came in with rage. He came in with hate. He came in with vengeance. And I think when you listen to Dr. Samuel KAMARA, even within him party, the way they unbog him, he cannot even call them out. He cannot even talk against, he cannot even speak against them. That is the man. So we want the people to be assured that when somebody like Dr. comes over, there's not going to be anything like reprisal. There's not going to be anything like revenge. There's nothing to revenge. What's it if concentrate, or what's it get for concentrate on fulfilling now the mandate to the people in Nigeria? Why? Poverty, pervasive, cost of living does skyrocket. Gas price, they right up there. Inflation is almost 50%. This is why the people elect a government. This is why the people elect a president. So if Dr. Kamara comes, those are the issues that he'll be concentrating on, not to come and look or run after political rivals or political opponents. So for me, I say to Madabio, he should stop this now. Because, hey, there is a tomorrow. He should stop this now and see the need for bow out gracefully. Say, I lost. Some of them who voted for you, I lost this election. The man come out and say, I lost this election. Then we go back to Sierra Leone. Now go back to loving the country. Madabio no go allow protest, but people are going to come out peacefully for protest. Madabio no go allow demonstration, but people are ready for do. Go to Liberia during the days of Oponwea, where people in the protest, it's serve their water, serve their food. Don't now only for the inculcate their habits that they larger freedoms. That place in America also, you will say they don't get it all, they don't see it all, they don't enjoy everything. Over 200 years a day, you know. But Sierra Leone, ours is young, it's a nascent democracy. It's a nascent democracy, it's a young democracy. So we say to Madabio, like take that thinking off in head for say, this is the fight that Sierra Leoneans are ready for, let's go. I don't care whether the supporter within the party, now APC. I don't care. The people of Sierra Leone, within the majority, we get mandates. Just like I see them 12,400 community leaders them come out and append their signature to that petition. In fact, not to just 12,400. There's another one we personally put out. We go on the internet. We get almost 500 signatures now. So we are saying to these people that enough is enough. And I continue for call on the international community. Why? Because at the international community, they ensure they install Madabio in 2018 when we win election. Now they may be around that one day. So we say to them, it behoves them, it's their responsibility to ensure Madabio, now that the people not get a mandate, therefore make sure he exits. Therefore, make sure he's showing back. Make the legitimate person who win the election take over. Let us make hypocrite about this. This is a fight he will not win. This is a fight he will not. No, it's not possible. Because when we allow this for pass, when we allow this for slide, people's power, trust me, let us call it off. Let us just say with democracy in a salon, done. I don't care what they tell you about, 2028, now we need to get power. 2028, now we need to take them you in a silver platter. All fake. It's all fake. It's all lies. There's no evidence. We will show it one day. There's no evidence. We will show it in 2028, then they take power in silver platter, then give to APC. It's fake. The behavior of Madabio today clearly shows you he's ready for continue for perpetuate himself in power. He's ready for in fact, he won't let the international community left alone today. Let it continue for continue. Let the country continue for be poorer. You don't care. You don't worry about Sierra Leone. You don't get an iota of love for Sierra Leone. You don't get an iota of love. One single one. Madabio na personal aggrandizement he care about. Na personal well-being I care about. Not about Sierra Leoneans. Not even Southeasterners. Because if you love the Southeasterners, we can always vote for the SNPP if we don't do well for them in the last 5 years. But he did nothing. He did nothing for them to the point that those people, based on the election data we get, those people show voter apathy, people's power you cannot believe until you see the data we come out in the Southeast. They refused to go vote for Madabio, which is why Dr. Kamara won the election by landslide. That we will not give up. The people of Sierra Leone will not give up. We will not stop at nothing. We will continue to hammer this. We will continue to call on the international community, and we will do them in the best interest of everybody. We will do them the most in the most. Until we see Madabio in back. Until we sure say the people their mandate is going to be restored. take this opportunity to thank you. I want to thank Mr. Andrew KAMARA. I want to thank all the one them at the different communities, the 12,400 leaders them. I want to thank them. I want to say to them, need to put them in the highest form of spirits. Therefore, they are the highest form of spirits for ensure say they come out and lend their voice in the most peaceful way. Let the world know today Marabio is lying. There is no peace in Sierra Leone. Marabio is lying. He does not have the mandate of the people. Marabio is lying. He's not legitimate. What he creates, the cult of personality. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Warisay. Fambule gets Mr. Warisay in the program, and Mr. Andrew KAMARA we in Sweden. We look at the concern Sierra Leoneans them letter we they write to different institutions them, especially the democracy institutions, then the institution the way they represent democracy, and also the security apparatus, write letter to embassies, high commissioners, write letter to international institutions them for make them understand, let them know say the June 24 elections 2023, then still a demand for them elections result we they not see, and now then constitutional right for make them demand for them results them we them we don't go vote last year elections. Mr. Andrew, your last word before you go. I want to ask you something. Waiting you want for tell people them we now politicians them, because politicians them all of this way they happen, so you know themselves get a lot of things for speak, a lot of things for talk about, because as I understand now, the protest is still gets for happen. The protest is still they go on the 10th of this December 2024. The only two way go up make the protest not happen if the results come out. If the results come out, okay, then they will stop the protest. But as far as I concern, which I understand say the protest is still go on. Mr. Andrew, what do you think say political parties them therefore do in all of this? Because when you talk about political parties, you talk about democracy. When you talk about democracy, you talk about accountability, you talk about the rule of law, you talk about transparency, you know, you talk of freedom of movement, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, and all of the things then, Mr. Andrew. What do you want for say to the politicians then? Then kind see how they happen. Now this country, we don't fight. They don't cut people in hand, they don't rape young girls them. They don't burn people in houses, we don't make them all homeless today. A lot of people they don't turn orphan. Some people they don't know again inside the village then they. Some man you don't know whether a mama or a papa they are alive again. Some mama papa don't know whether a picking they are alive again. All of this now because of democracy. The Ali Kaba them, they be believe say the APC then under His Excellency Joseph Saidu Momo no for dinner power at that time. So they mobilize and galvanize themselves, then go na bush, then go fight against the state, fight against democracy, and fight against the people. According to the TRC report make it clearly, and this TRC report is state out a lot of government institutions them, these are the key players them we get the rebel war. Then states the police, then states the judiciary, and a lot of other institutions there with the state, Mr. Andrew. Waiting at the concern for politicians in a salon, which this way they happen, so Mr. Andrew.
Well, I believe say today, because of the massive way social media they spread across, it don't dominate even the traditional media. Everybody in corner, because this is not just about the politicians. Everybody today I go say get interest in politics. And how that can happen. I mean, they talk with somebody in Ghana. Ghana, they get them general elections this Saturday. And the person they tell me, say, you know, they imagine, say, you know, they see any semblance of election self, per se, they see in the streets, people they wait to serve, they fight, or this, that. No, everybody they go about in normal business. You know what that they tell we? Because the Ghanaians, majority of them not interested in the politics. Their focus now for make sure say the country continue for develop. And that will only happen when you get successful government. I mean, we get very prudent fiscal policies for stabilize the economy. Not all governments where they come, they focus on continuous or for lay more premium on external borrowing. Forgetting say inflation they at a skyrocketed rate, and the purchasing power for ordinary Sierra Leoneans they at a very high what is if we imagine. If you now politician in another country day, you work for the gonna market every day. You picking again for go school. Now morning they get for call you for what is if. Today you see an administration from 2018 to this period where they don't get any clue about how governance they move on. All what they focus on for travel from one country to another, wasting money. They don't care about how much revenue we able to generate in the country. If only we prioritize on domestic revenue generation and reduce the wasteful spending, people. See a president who they can't snap a taste and they continue for fly, ladies and gentlemen. So if you did that kind of circle, even as much as you know SLPP, think Salon as the Ghanaians then prioritize. When we born, people until we say Ghanaians they be the travel na Salon, some be they can serve as houseboys, some they can serve as teachers, some they come buy paste for go to Ghana. Today you go to Ghana and tell me the development we see. We the see in Ghana. It's in Kumasi, you know, go compare them to no city in a Salon. Talk less of Freetown. I don't even talk about Accra. And that was 2019. Go Ghana today and tell me the Ghana will be see. Tell me the Ghana. What make would they do this comparative analysis? Now because you need for compare something we good to you. If you want to develop Salon, now the country inside the sub-region, we get the first university, People's Power. Today, what we experience now Salon are the worst in terms of education. Ghanaians are still asking, the one who can go study, where them papa they tell us in the Salon we go study. Today they are professors. Some of them are doctors. Then they reflect and say, what you do with this country Salon? They get all what it takes. The meaning as well Ghana Salon, they're not in Ghana, People's Power. For make Singapore develop to this level, now the late 60s, the late 70s, sorry, I think it was 1975. Then go there under Malaysia, they have them imagine you under Austin. It's like they take you for let them go menu. You didn't have main host. Then the post with the menu say this is not good for better. You drag be now though. Then you say go, you look at yourself, you pick yourself up, you say, okay, let's fight now for make this person prove wrong. Today you can never compare Singapore to Malaysia. When you talk about countries within that region there, you must put Singapore first. But why? Because the politicians and the citizens they prioritize development over politics. America today, when you talk about politics, now only during the November or after November, when they don't get a president, Donald Trump will assume leader office in January 20. Now governors they talk about. They no longer care about politics. Now so country they develop. But you get a president when he don't win election 2018, he don't come, still they continue for talk politics, still they criticize, still they condemn, they tin up and tell people they say na terrorist them. Investors terrorism. Tell me which country we go accommodate where investors and would like for go put their money. Because you need to think about the risk. In as much as a solid investor and a risk taker, but you have to assess the risk as well, People's Power. So I don't want to say much now. The only thing what they say to the politicians, especially within the APC and the SF, because these are the two major political parties. The one that other parties not to say we know they consider UNA. UNA is very important because we all need to come together and understand, say, this thing what they fight for. Now for make we not get a government where they come and repeat the same thing. You get an ECSL commissioner, we go say, because of this man, I give me power. I for serve them instead of serve the people. I for announce election, even when the counting they go on, I for just go ahead and announce it. Happen today, this fight is not it's not a fight for Samuel KAMARA. It's a fight for make we put an end to oppression, to suppression. when police go just wake up in the morning, minister take phone, call them, say, go na people's powers, go arrest them, go na Warisay, go arrest them. It's undone, especially in this modern day of democracy. Where other countries, they don't move fast beyond that level day, but we still did it. Let's tell you now, after 2000 and at the same space like Rwanda, because Rwanda after the war, the money we can side now in they utilize properly. Today everybody want to go visit Rwanda. I be the research about Rwanda. I be the research about Tanzania. When you go to Tanzania, just an island like when you get a Bond Island, Zanzibar Island, you don't go ever miss nothing. This not Africa. You don't go ever things in Africa you day. Why? They get presidents them. I mean the late man Mongofele. Maybe as he take people's power. If you buy like now 50 years, that man don't take. He brought railway system. He revived the education. Waiting and the maybe the on earth then goes 27. There will be the on earth, the one that will get their fake degree. The ideology born from Tanzania. Now Mongofele ideas them. And it is like Kawit Salon. And they do a very good job. When it comes, it don't prioritize this time in party. Now in party first it begin. It makes sure say anybody where they within that party day. Everybody, I mean, if we do things in accordance with what in the Tanzania constitution say, what in the law say. If you breach them, then the law they hold you accountable. That is leadership. If you are a politician, you prioritize the country above self and above politics. Trust me, what Mother Bill they do. So we all unanimously will come and condemn them. So this protest, peaceful protest, where concerned Sierra Leoneans and call, it's not a protest for APC or Dr. Samuel KAMARA. This is a national protest because it is a national concern. What Mother Bill they do. If you know SLPP, you know say you know win the election. You know very well. The man not do nothing in first term. He not do nothing in first term. But we get a bank governor all over the place. And we still get bank governor whether they do nothing, they don't care about for make them for add value to the Leones. You know, they don't get no proper monitor and give value to we current. Would they see that they continue for ship the money from Salon, go to other countries then? Who's how we go as a nation? If you think Salon, just be sure say this protest now we country from tyranny, from dictatorial is there. Because at the end of the day, we get only one Salon. When he overseas, when Mr. Warisay in America, so when he meet up foreigners, say which tribe you come up from Salon. Then they ask them, say, where are you from? If it's even the answer we go give, say, you go tell them, say, in a Sierra Leone, no one can tell them, say, me na Mandingo. I don't can tell person, say, me na Tibne, na Sweden. And they tell us, say, me na Sierra Leonean. Because that you identity that one day. Outside Salon, your identity outside Salon. Instead, we focus on tribe or region. Let us focus on what bring we country together. Now, for ensure, say, we give to Caesar, waiting belong to Caesar. And who that? Dr. Samuel come and win the elections of June 24, 2023. We know very well say that he win that. Everybody, the one, including external observatory bodies there, like the Carter Center, the EU, the Commonwealth, ECOWAS, AU, they all come, they say that Samoa KAMARA win the election. Because they say, Madam, you don't win the election, not transparent, not free, not fair. Including local observatory bodies, the Masala Samba, all will be present. Then come clearly say, the election not transparent, enough free, enough fair. What next we need? Waiting next. Let us all, if Mohamed Kone refuse for produce the election results, as the concerned Sierra Leoneans and clearly put another letter. If they refuse the 10th, peacefully we go and ask for results. Peacefully. Where Madam will not get case. We case now with Mohamed Kone. We case now with the ECSL. Where county be they go on a put local and various regional headquarters them. Where talent centers they be there. Whether be the try for talent input elections results. Mohamed Kone take on himself and announce election where. So the concern is with Mohamed Kone. Not with Madam Bill, neither IG Fire Cell or we concerned with Mohamed Kone because they rip the people them off. Naim. And so therefore, on the 10th of December, if Mr. Mohamed Kone refused for you to the cry of concerned Sierra Leoneans through a letter dated on the 30th of November, sent to Mohamed Kone, we concerned Sierra Leoneans all over the world, and we were the salon. Let us peaceful for waiting duty. Thank you very much, People's Power, and plenty thank you to all Sierra Leoneans. Plenty thank you to everybody where they follow the People's Power. Keep following this platform, the most reliable and credible platform for all what you need to know about Salon. I stop here for now and say tata.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew. I want to say plenty thank you, and I will bring you back. And Salon people, and I don't forget to say the protest is still in progress, is still in place for the 10th of this December 2024. Mr. Warisay, you, na man, we believe in democracy. You don't advocate around democracy for quite a long time. So we as citizens, especially the young people in the country, waiting our responsibility in all of them things they are so really happen, because we the citizens, then we see aliens them, we also get for Nusi now a responsibility for all democracy, and demonstration they part of democracy. Peaceful demonstration, peaceful assembly they part of democracy. So the young people in the country, Mr. Warisay, you last word, which you want for tell the young people na Salon, and which are the responsibility when it comes to a peaceful protest and democracy. Mr. Warisay, you read the question I asked you?
I read the question.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
I think the young people that they get the energy with democracy right now, that they get the power, and that they in the numbers. A good number of the population of Sierra Leone, I think over 60%, made up of young people. So if that is the case, young people they get responsibility on the 10th for listening to them community leaders them, for come out in their numbers in the most peaceful manner, come out in their numbers, stop all trading, stop all businesses, come out in your numbers, follow your ask. This is so simple. We should not be discussing these things. In fact, we should not be even discussing these things. It's so disgraceful that we discuss peaceful assembly as if that kill the go for Madabio. Them we organize this program, we behind this program, then they far from violence. I know Madabio remember in this. Where they incite people in the social media for them to go cause violence. I know you remember them days where they sit on AIV and talk about war. If we not get credible election at war, I know you remember all of those days that they and intention, because there's rogue and hypocrisy. So if you remember all that things they make, they feel say people that use violence for removal of power. No. And the law we use for removing of power, and the law the people they don't use for removal of power. The young people that get responsibility for follow young people in South Africa, because somebody will say this well the same day enough Salon make it talk. Oh, Andrew and Salon make it talk. We want to say to these people that a lot of Una don't be incarcerated, be locked up unlawfully. A lot of Una don't be killed unlawfully without going through trials. So let them not come fully say, oh, now because what they say no they call them for it. Why if I be fed for make we come out for go ask peacefully? Why for be fed? Whether woman they come out them this year for talk about the young woman, the young lady, or the young girl where they rape. Whether woman then come out, who's gone with fire, who's shoot. Would that make another? Would that cause problem? Nobody. They walk on the streets peacefully. They go do what they do. They register their dissatisfaction. They not broke no glass. So the police that they create violence because their own life and their own behavior, their own attitude, their own living based on the kind of possible way they govern the country right now, even though illegitimate, now violence. So now that makes them think about violence. As young people say, oh, we have to go protest, then they think violence because they're not criminals. These guys are criminals. The Mother Bureau, the IG, these are criminals. And another Mother Bureau that then can people and they put in positions. Just like the Ben Calfalas, this is not someone, no, common, ordinary criminals. Then bring together, give them appointment because they no say, or Mother Bureau no say, they will bend to your wills and caprice. Mother Bureau no say, they will bend to Ion dictates. You know, we bring serious people in kind of government. You know, we bring serious people for mandate offices and because people who get integrity will resign. Will resign right away. Say no, I don't do this, sir. I don't want to do them. Not to be this. Make a abide by the laws. So the young people they're not afraid, just like how they're not determined for common do, for come out peacefully and assemble and demand because this is their future. Now people this democracy will matter beyond point so now people that work for them today. I still remember we would demonstrate against police and cop for free in the country. I still remember we've been doing that half of demonstration during the August 18 student demonstration in 1997. I still remember. So that people and the sacrifice for this democracy. We will seize the democracy long time ago and pretend like I said, I'm bringing democracy in Sierra Leone. Go to him and force the force in hand for hand over power because transfer be not ready for conduct election. If one parallel election day for seize power and force the international community to force out. So we are saying to the international community again, it behoves you. It is an honest of your responsibility. It is part of what you stand for internationally to make sure or to make that Mother Bio exits through lawful means. Mother Bio did not win the elections. We all know that. You know that. I believe the international community has the actual results of the elections. They must stop doing business with Mother Bio. It is not legitimate. That is something they should have done ever since. Stop doing business with Mother Bio while pressuring him to relinquish power. He did not win the elections. In behavior, all this while, all this way, where this man they behave because he's illegitimate. No, people's power, if you are a legitimate president, you know, say, even if you get over 55, just over 55%, well, you can govern in peace. You don't worry because you know, see, majority of the people, they support you. So anybody who will come on the streets, they go for would demonstrate against you and this and that, then they in small number. But Mother you know say the political voice so they put against them, they are more than the one the way they support them. And that's why he's jittery. We're not making the create this cult of personality. Pretend like I say illegitimate. He is not Mother is not legitimate. And the world must continue to see him this way. The world must continue to call him out. And we need an immediate answer for Babadi and Mr. Madi. They need to release them unconditionally and immediately. They have not done nothing. They have done nothing wrong. They've committed no crime at all. Under the laws of Sierra Leone, when you take a look at the letter that those guys sent, for me, I think it's the most civilized form of writing. I've not seen that type of writing for ages in Sierra Leone, where the guys were telling you that they are representing these 12,400 community leaders who have signed this petition, and they want to ask you to provide protection. That's the most civil engagement you will get. And then you turn this whole thing into uncivilized or uncivil action now. Now what they're doing is to create violence around this particular idea, to pretend as if these guys were planning something violent. No. Under the laws of Sierra Leone, they have committed no crime. So we ask for their immediate and unconditional release, and the international community must ensure that they facilitate this now. For example, Badi is a renowned civil society activist. He's a renowned civil society activist. He's a representative. He's one of the representatives of these guys, of these petitioners. He's not the organizer. He's just a representative. He's just an advocate, like anybody. It would have been me. It would have been any other person. It would have been you. So we're asking the world and community, because they are the moral guarantors to our democracy. They are the moral guarantors. We are partners. So for me, I want to tell you thank you, people's power. I want to say to you, at this point, there's no turning back. The people are poised. The people are ready. There's no turning back. Mother begin for understand this. ECSL for produce the disaggregated data. I saw that the whiskey time. I talk small about this thing about Christian disaggregated data. That's a lie. That's a lie. That the most this ingenious thing where anybody can stand out there and talk about and do. Go back to that 10 and they will be the conduct elections, people's power. Go back to 2007 specifically. Go back to 2012. The international community, for example, 2007, then call her one of the best elections in Sierra Leone. What in do? The way Christian Top conducts himself. 2012, the same thing. The election at one point, the best way they conduct. What in do? It's on the way Dr. Christian Top conducts himself. Show me, let anybody show me any evidence for say any ever ask for disaggregated data for more big 2012, 2018. What did do? Because the answer is simple. From polling station with a count, all man would have win at that polling station. All man would have win at that district. We come to the region, we count, all man would have win at that region day. In full view, people's power, in full view of observers and party agents. Observers and party agents. We will go now centers them for good tally the results them. Una the SIDOM, una RRFs, then neck at the time, then the SIDOM, all the RRF they wouldn't get from the police center that they give open the box them. First of all, they ensure see the box them, no one not broken, no one, anywhere we broke, anywhere we get problem, with the seal, the tampered envelope get problem, then they put it aside. Then deal it later. Then they open in front of una all those sitting at the boxes where all man sign power, we come. I want to use it for educate the people of Sierra Leone. May they not use that fake thing around for say, oh, Christian Atoplogi, yeah, a big keep rules for her. This is very important for me. When they open in front of una, then contact in front of una. Polling station by polling station. Una the political party, they una all una documents them. Una all una RRF. Polling station by polling station, that's only the content, that's only the projector. That's only the content, that's only the projector. Where you can Wellington. And Wellington, like the neck warehouse. Christian Top and other people that did the dinner. Then the national leadership of all political parties and the observers them that did the back. Then get the representatives them. I remember who was representing the SLP then. One panel people do I remember Nigeria. Then they sit down on a contract. It take days. It take weeks. One by one. Any side they vote, they put it aside. Any side they insist on vote, the machine they reject them, they put it aside. After we then done, then tell them the figures, all man agree, they will not sign it again for say yes, this result, now here we get. We will sign it back. But no, this time they did not do that. They went ahead to announce the results without the regional officers not send their own certified result yet. ECSL just gonna create number for themselves. They announce. Who's gonna accept that? Who's going to accept that? So this is why you see people in the act for disaggregated data, because we don't get that opportunity at the regional level for if they feel for say the data the way KAMARA ECSL national office, na Freetown, na the data they will come out from the regional offices there. So this is why people are asking for disaggregated data. Please send out stupid statement for saying, oh, look at this, Christian Tobiom give this. No, then a result you go read from that disaggregated result, which is why SFP will not ever ask for disaggregated results. APC will not ever ask for disaggregated result until this time we will not see them and then centers and then points also of the tally. This is why the international community say the tally process. Because mother you don't say, by the time they don't come to the regional centers, you don't say election. It don't say we got large voter apathy at the southeast. That make it not say election. So we are not giving in, we are not stopping at anything. We want the people's mandate to be restored, and it's the responsibility of members of the international community to ensure that this happens. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Warisay. You're welcome. I want to tell you plenty. Thank you, and when I left on a busy schedule for can't talk about democracy, for can't talk about Salone and talk about Salone people and well-being, and talk how this country for go before. I want to tell you all plenty. Thank you, and I will bring you back in other programs them for make you understand law na can know and law na know see na this way Salone for go, na that way this Salone for go. So, Lord, not forget, say the protest is still in progress and is still in place. The 10th of December, 2024.